Hey, beautiful divas. This is Shay, your girl, your love diva, with another episode of Love on Command. And today we have one of our very special guests, Miss Maria. Maria, say your last name for me so I don't mess it up, baby.
Castellan.
Castellan. Sounds so sexy. So Maria is one of my elite BOS Diva students, and she made so much great strides. I know she's going to be inspirational to so many of you guys who are listening and watching this episode. And I can't wait to introduce you. I'm going to let her tell you her story. But when I tell you that she's probably one of my biggest transformational clients ever, she really is. And I'm extremely proud of her and all of her hard work. So I'm going to introduce you to Miss Maria Castellan.
Hello, ladies. Hi. It's a pleasure being here. I'm really excited to share my awesome experience working with Shay. And I'm originally from Mexico. And I started my journey without speaking the language to now own a multi-million-dollar company in the Silicon Valley.
What's about your business? What does your business do?
We design and manufacture custom furniture for automotive, pharma, tech companies nationwide and global. We're supporting 50 Fortune companies in the world, the top-notch companies in the world.
I love it.
We're very proud to be here.
I love it, Maria. And that's amazing. You're making such great strides and you're a role model for so many women. Talk to us about what led you to BOS Diva. What made you say, it is time for me to choose myself and take this step? What happened?
When I decided to, I've always been in personal growth, for business growth, and been in business this year, January, 21 years in business. Last year, when I decided to join, I knew it was something more for me, not only running a successful company, being a great role model for my family, and just being able to share a light in the world that is possible to achieve a career and be an inspiration to your family and people around you. However, I was in a place in my life, what about me? What's next in my life? Running a business, not being able to focus on yourself, self-care. We put it aside, even self-care, which does very depleting and robbing ourselves from joy, which I was starting to feel kind of resentful towards, what am I doing all this for? I also want to have my own family. My brothers come from a family of 6, everybody married with kids. And I feel, yes, I married my business, I loved it, but I was not quite loving the life that I was leading as a feminine, woman, that I feel that I was just in the doing, the leading, that thinking, what's next. And I was not connecting to my soul, to my heart, and looking to what it was blocking me. I attracted, I feel that great men came into my life, but I was just not able to be present in relationships. And also was a lot of fear around it, because I just didn't know. That was an area that I didn't know how to be.
Maria, I want you to, okay, so we're like two girlfriends having a conversation, okay? And so I want you to tell us, like, describe to them, how were you when you first came to me? Like, how you were like all over the place, how you were like, just like, give us a picture of the Maria before she started the program.
Well, I came, even from the first day you and I talk, it's like doing it. I got to get things done. Tell me, what do I need to do to fix this and get my life in place also, and the love life. How do I attract my man? It's just like we're just all over, no even having my thoughts in place. What do I really want for me? It's not about, where is the man so I can be that, like I always in the past, I can be that person for them. And no, now it's like, who do I want to be in this world to attract that person? And how can I be fulfilled as I am, where I am, and enjoy and savor all the triumphs, all the blessings that
Right.
every day feel so blessed. So yes, I was all over.
And just to give you an idea, like, first of all, Maria's a dynamic woman already, but the confidence wasn't there. You was constantly second guessing yourself. You would be one place and then you're thinking about another place and you're like, I need to do this, and you was worried about everything and you couldn't make space for yourself. Like in the beginning, we literally struggled with you choosing yourself and making time to do the work in the program. Now, what started to shift and change in you? Like, what started to shift from the woman that didn't feel like she was worthy and didn't make time and space for herself to you, like, being integrated in the process and doing the work?
What started changing is just the whole process. Working with you was life changing directly, one-on-one, and really being able to have a coach that really gets me. Like, I was like, how could she knows all my life? How can she read where I am and how she brings me? And I love how you always, since the very beginning, you were able to just call me on it, and me being, even though I was resentful, like no resentful, like I'm being the boss. What is she talking about? What she telling me to do this or to follow this? However, I was ready. I was open to your guidance, to the whole process. So I'm immersing myself into putting time aside for me. And that was like, I remember even at the beginning, it's like, it's not possible. You know what? Starting with the process and taking the time, following through the program, formations, the meditations, the breath work, so transformative. The more I kept doing it, the more I realized, wow, I can have it all in life. We always doubt it. I always doubt it. For me, now even my business growing even more to a scale that we started working global. Out of this, this year we got really great opportunities for global business. And in the past, I would be so scared. Now it's like, okay, great, okay. How I strategize now, but it's the keys being about the whole process, taking time for me, making myself priority, choosing myself. By making myself priority, everybody around me is being so inspired. So I've been creating more joy within and around me.
So basically, your healing and transformation led to you even expanding in business and making more money and now taking the business global.
Yes, yes. That connections, I used to go to attend big network events, conferences, 1,000, 5,000 people. The anxiety that I used to have in the past, I could not connect with people. The story running in my head, what am I doing here? I have a business to run, or I don't belong here. And I was like, I belong here. I have a business that is running, I have an amazing team, and I can be anywhere running, also being able to run the business and scale the business. Just now I'm present, making decisions with confidence.
Right.
Clear, the more I take care of me and myself, the more
Right.
I can see things in front of me from now on. So, it just brings me joy.
I want to ask you this, right? So as an African-American woman owned business, there was at one point as this dynamic of, am I going to be as respected? And I had to deal with some other type of resistance. As a Latina owned business owner, where you were before you started stepping in your power, what was that like? Like, I want us to like enter into your world of if that had any type of impact on you and affected how you were doing business and felt about yourself.
Definitely. And, 21 years ago, you didn't see any Latina in the Silicon Valley running the kind of company or starting that kind of company. Nobody knew who we were. So I mean, my industry is pretty much male dominated, who they made the decisions, who I met with them. It was a lot of skepticism, a lot of rejections, a lot of tears. Every time I would go, to introduce my business, walk into a lobby, they thought I was looking for a job. That's how can they imagine? Here I am. As soon as I say my name, we're not hiring. I was like, oh no. Then I start, sharing. Some of them, they would not even let me finish. You see, I think one of the things that we have as minority women, or in not only minority but a lot women in general, we're very resilient. Even though it hurts, even though we feel the pain, the rejection, our why is always stronger. Like why I was very clear on my why. I'm gonna make this work. I'm not gonna fail. Why my why was like, I want my family to see that there is a future, that the dream, any dream that they want, that is possible. So for me, it was so present, all the faces of my family members and people that I know, they work hard and they have dreams. So that was like no, I'm not letting this affect me. So yes,
Right.
it was challenging. Sometimes I will walk into a project and was like, is there anybody else? And we'll keep looking at
But
the door.
how were your insecurities impacting that? And then the change, like as you
Right.
started to blossom and become more confident and realize your true power, then how did that then expand your business to now that you're global? Like take us through that transformation.
Well, for me was a lot of insecurities and also through the insecurities, what do I need to learn? What's missing? So I kept, I had in my car, I had to drive around all the from San Francisco, California to Sacramento to the whole, South Bay and East Bay. I had my library, Tony Robbins library, books that I was reading and I started getting mentors along the way that fortunately, at that time, it was always there is people around us. We just need to look for the coaching, the mentorship. We always need that. We always need that kind of support. So what it led me to, the more, I saw my insecurities, like, what do I need to keep gaining confidence?
Right.
To be able to be where I am. And we never stop learning. We always need that mentorship support.
How did Boss Diva Elite mentor you in a way that allowed you to expand into this greater version of you that also impacted your business?
First of all, was from me to just being present and connect to, just to really clear that mind that all these doubts, all these fears, my life was running in fear. Like decisions I made, it was like a lot of fear. Now, how impacting me is like now living a life is possible. I know I can double, triple my business. And now I'm aware. Okay, I'm making decision out of fear. Okay, let that go. It's like the tools I have acquired and really seeing the person who I was, that was back then. Like I said, all these tools that I got, I've been able to just like, yep, what's next? But what I acquired, what helped me to the beautiful connections. I always had these great friends, family, and now I'm connecting. I'm having fun with them. I'm doing more traveling. I just feel peace, ease, love for me and for others. Because, like we said, how can you love really others? You say, oh, I love them. You're not loving, you're not taking time for you. So I've been now, like I said, the more I make myself priority, the more benefit everybody around me has, like benefit, like they get the best out of me.
Right.
The best version out of me. And I just noticed how even people out of the blue, I'm walking and people smiling at me. It's like, oh, it's just in the past, I feel, oh my God, I'm invisible. I was making myself invisible. I was
Right.
blocking that energy for people to connect with me.
Right.
Now everywhere I go, it's just this easy way to connect. This ease. I don't need to be like strategizing what I'm gonna say. I'm just there.
Right. Talk to us about the men. What were you experiencing before Elite Boss Diva? And then what are you experiencing now?
In the past, being as busy as career women, I think I always felt that men chose me. I was, chose me. Like men will come in, I just kind of went along. It was not what I meant. I was not even clear what I really wanted to attract. So wherever, they came into my life, obviously they never went in too far. It was a lot of things that I'm like, you know what, I really need to take time for me.
Right.
That's what it helped me to take that time to know what kind of men I wanted in my life, to manifest and know, like in the past, okay, what do I need to be for them? No, now it's like, I want to attract this man and they need to also, show me that they are the one for me. I'm not settling like in the past. Okay, the person is there, nice person, but it was just.
So before you were like trying to prove yourself.
That's right.
And prove that you was worthy and trying to be chosen. And the man had all the power to choose you. But now you're like, no, it's, do I like you? Are you worthy of being with me? You're doing the choosing.
Yes, right. And, in being in that place, I used to attract narcissist men, obviously, that also wanted to compete with me. I was like, really? I want a partner. I want my romantic best friend.
Right.
So now I'm just really happy that when I started the journey, I was able to attract the person, and that person waited until I completed part of my
So you told the secret. So tell everybody.
Oh, gosh.
You told the secret. Tell everybody, did you find love?
Of course I did. Yes, I'm in a relationship with a wonderful man that he sees me as his prize, and I see him as the man that I've been waiting for. I was not sure what in the past, but no, I was like, wow, it's real. It's possible.
How does he treat you, Maria?
Oh, well,
Do you have to go 50-50? Do you have to pay for dates and do all of that
no,
stuff?
no, not at all. Just let them be the man and let them feel like I got you. I'm here to support you and take care of you. He knows that I can pay, but no, it's just that how happy he feels by being able to also take me to dinner, and
Yeah.
treat things that, I mean, I have 4 brothers and they do take care of their women. And that was also really nice to see around me. It's like, so I have that man, and I'm looking forward for things to keep evolving. And we're talking about obviously the future and being with men, a healthy man. You don't second guess. You're not trying to get info without me asking questions to see. No, they say what they want.
Maria, have you ever been in a relationship like this before?
No, no.
Are you
No,
happy?
I'm really happy. Yes, I'm really
Now,
happy.
let me ask you this. I always ask our guests, was it worth the investment? The investment that you invested in yourself, was it worth it?
120%.
Would you have done it again?
Of course. I'm so glad I invested. And I always, like I said, I used to invest in myself. And, yes, it was a little bigger investment because I wanted the lead. I wanted a one-on-one. For me, I'm like, it's being so worth it. My business partner, people I work, they know that I always learning and always, it's like, wow, it's worth it, the investment that I made, and I will do it again. Yeah. So
Now, what would you say to somebody who's on the fence, somebody who is like, is this worth the investment? Wow, this is a lot of money. What would you say to that person? I want you to say it in English, and then I want you to say the answer in Spanish.
wow. When English is like, I think it's just the more we think about, do I do it? Don't do it. It's our lives. It's our investment. How many things along the way we have purchased in materials? We fill our home with material stuff, cars. But is that really giving us happiness, fulfillment? No. So for me, I always, when I'm like, see the benefit, I go for it. And later, the money is secondary because money keeps coming our way in different ways. You know why? Because when we are in a healthy place, we attract money separately, starts coming to us versus when we are living a life of scarcity.
Right.
So I would say, whoever is on the fence, choose yourself, make a decision, and invest in yourself. You are worth it of everything wonderful in life, and you will attract what you dream for. We also need to start by us making, obviously we need to invest on us, ourselves.
I love it. Now the Spanish version.
Oh, the Spanish, geez, the Spanish. Solo quiero decirles a mis sister latinas, no lo piensen mucho. Tenemos que pensar que es nuestra vida. Hacemos tanto por nuestras familias, no trabajamos tanto, y en esta vida merecemos tener todo en la vida y amor, y un compañero que nos va a merecer, y que yo sé que es posible todo en esta vida. Ha pasado para mí que yo pensaba que era imposible, es imposible, es posible tenerlo todo. Las felicito porque sé que se van a registrarse y van a estar contentas con su decisión, muy felices con la decisión que tomen de registrarse en este programa. It's worth it.
I love it. Yes. Maria, you have been absolutely amazing. I'm so, so happy for you. I'm so happy for your success, for your healing, for your happiness, for this amazing man that you attracted. And I can't wait to see like the new heights that you go to. Like in our program, we believe that like once you get to that healing and once you get where you want to go, then there's another layer, right? And every layer unlocks like that something else, that next layer of insecurities or that next possibility. And so like we stay together, we continue to grow together. We are a sisterhood. And we love you. And we're so glad that you came, that you trusted me to help you to achieve this. And it's been a pleasure to get front row seats to watch you in this transformation. And then I can't wait to see what we do together. I love how you're like shattering the glass ceiling, you know? And just so y'all know, like Maria's not, she's humble and you might underestimate her, but she has a multi-million-dollar business. Okay. Her business is doing well over $10 million a year. And she just went global and got another major opportunity. Like she's doing it. And there's so many people that can be inspired because you built this yourself. Yes. And you built it with your own drive. And even when you saw like you were bumping up against your own stuff, you were willing to do the work, to step out and choose yourself. And I find that there's so many women, they'll complain about it and then they won't take action. They'll sit there in the pain and then they'll make excuses. And they'll use like time or money or whatever it is for not being willing to take action. The fact that you did says a lot about you. And I'm absolutely so happy and proud of you.
Thank you, Shay.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate it.
Thank you, baby.
Bye.
All right. That's been another episode of Love on Command. Thank you so much for joining us and our amazing guest, Maria. I will see you next Tuesday with another episode. Bye, Divas.
Bye.